Hello YouTube, welcome back to this war of mine. It's been a handful of days since I have recorded the last episode on, so we are going to get back in and see where we're at. I believe I left off on day 25, and so we're just going to get, yes, day 25. So far I've just been doing it in 5-day increments, which has worked out pretty well, I would say. And so we got some things last time we were on here, not too much, but we're dealing with a lot of sadness and some depression. Boris is very tired, so we really got to hammer down this and maybe do some good deeds for people. We got to talk to Boris here, see if we can cheer him up a little bit, but our people are not too happy with what we have done, so we're going to cook up all this food, which is going to take up like all of our water, but that's okay, because if we do get raided or anything, then well, that's all cooked, so we don't have to worry about that stuff getting stolen, and we can do some water here. So we'll farm up some water. We'll do some in our other filter, and we have more food up here. So that gives us quite a few days to be able to farm stuff up without having to worry. And we're going to see what's going to go on here. We do have people here. Open up, we're Viceni Militia. So, let's see what the militia wants. It doesn't sound great. Please listen to me. Okay? Citizens, several days ago, someone from this neighborhood stole supplies from a humanitarian aid container. Those supplies are vital to us. There's a reward for helping seize the culprit. One of your neighbors was reportedly sniffing around the container, and we have reason to believe he took those supplies. Can you confirm our suspicion? And they will give us canned food, cigarettes, and coffee to sell out our neighbor. Right now, no. I'm not answering that. I'm not selling out our neighbor. Yeah. We have enough people that are sad already to... Kadia's sadness just went away. We'd never betray our neighbor's trust. We're in this hell together. We'll help each other. So that seems to have helped her. Hope covering our neighbor's ass doesn't get us in trouble. So Bruno shows some worry there. Marn, we sure could use whatever reward they were going to give us, but we aren't snitches, are we? Exactly. And Boris is just sad now. He's very tired. Between the rebels and the military, we need to stick together to survive. I'm glad we did not confirm the soldier's suspicion regarding our neighbor. Whew! So that has helped. So we're going to get Boris to sleep. He's very tired. Marin is just hungry, so we're going to see what we can do here to get this place spickened up. Day 25 is here, so we are approaching the winter. We expect it around halfway, so... You know, we could see it really as soon as day 30 to like day 50 would be kind of where we're expecting that to even start, I think. But I fully suspect day 40 is the happy medium there on where winter will be. We're gonna get Kadia some food. Bruno's hungry. He's done his thing for the day. He did all that cooking, got everything ready for us, so that is good. We can just send him to bed. Kadia is good, so we can just see if there's anything really we can build away here. We know water filters are going to be big, so we're going to do that. I accidentally pulled Bruno out of bed. Marin is going to have a look here and see what we can craft. We can get another stove. I'm just gonna keep slowly preparing those. we're in a slightly better spot than what we were, so I'm happy about that. We can make some bandages. We can make 2. We can make homegrown tobacco. We're going to leave that for now. Maybe we'll just check the radio. Here we go. Cigarettes and tobacco are presently used in Porgan. Yeah, as currency. Nonetheless, the city is running short on them. What will happen if they run out completely? So those are 2 things that our people are big on. We have smokers, we have coffee drinkers, extreme shortages, even the most vital supplies, so things are getting a little rough supply-wise. I don't know if that affects the value of coffee and cigarettes either. If it does, maybe that stuff is worth a little more now. And we need a thermostat to upgrade that, but we're okay there. We're not at a point where we have to upgrade that, and we can build another heater. I don't really want to yet. I think 3 is good. We have food. I think you actually can only have 2 of these. Okay. We're gonna make some filters just so we have water. And I think that's really it for today, so we're going to skip through to the night. Boris is still tired after the full day of sleep, which is okay. Perhaps we're going to take... well, where do we want to go? That's kind of our first thing to sort out here. Where were we last? We were at the garage. We were at Old Town. The garage we can trade things at. That we know. Old Town has some food. Now, if I remember for Old Town, again, this has been a few days, we needed some saws, some saw blades to be able to scavenge the rest of that. So maybe we are just going to have... Bruno guard here, Boris scavenge, and then Katya and Myron sleep. We'll go back to Old Town, and we will take... Oh, we don't have any. We'll take a crowbar and lockpick, and we're okay on supplies, so we'll just see what we can get. I hope it wasn't saw blades we needed. I want to say there was a locked door, too. I think it was upstairs. Was it this? There was some door here. This one here, yeah. So let's go through here. Maybe there was another place that there was the saw blades at that we needed. Robert, my dear brother, by the time you read this, we have already gone. I know how much this house means to you, but we can't go on like this. Snipers, bandits, and now the explosion. I can't convince you to leave, but you must understand, I have to protect my little girl. I'm leaving some supplies under the box, under the kitchen sink. You'll also find some documents hidden under the stairs. They will help you leave the city if you decide to join us. Be safe, Nadia. So there's some supplies hidden that we can go after. We will definitely check that out. I should have brought a shovel for this. I didn't think that there was a spot for digging here, but unfortunately there is, so that is a little rough. So we're just gonna have to dig. So we'll just let Boris dig away. We're about halfway. There is a kitchen sink, I believe. That door just opened. I didn't think there was anybody else here. Yet that door just opened. Down there. That door just opened. There's somebody still here. Steps. Going. We're making noise. They can hear this. And they're coming back up. Okay. That is interesting. I was pretty sure we had cleared this place out. We don't have anything here for a weapon other than just a crowbar with us. So hopefully we don't get caught here. We can climb up here. This is dangerous, I would only assume. We can scavenge here. Some medical supplies. We will definitely take that with us. There's some stuff here. This is just the other side of that. Go. There's a bullet. You know, we can go down here. I have to keep those fucking thugs at bay. Okay, so there is somebody here. And they do not like thugs, and they may consider us a thug. Conduct pass, a safe conduct pass issued by the local army headquarters to Robert Zangjev. It is useless to us, but could be quite valuable for someone with access to a skilled forger. Interesting. I've not seen something like that before. Flesh leftovers from a meal suggest somebody still lives here. Did they try to rob me again? Let's check. Uh-oh. Someone rummaging through my things if I get my hands on them. So he's not happy. Whoever that is. So we are actually just going to dip out of here, because we do have quite a bit of good stuff, especially some medical supplies. Did not know there was anybody left. Somebody must have moved in there and taken that place over. So day 26, kind of a quick night there. We got a lot of stuff, a lot of things for meds. We were raided last night. Someone tried to rob us. They came by force. They were armed. We managed to fend them off. Thankfully, we were all armed. None of us were wounded. The attackers didn't steal anything. We were able to defend ourselves. We used up 6 bullets. We did bring 1 back. Boris is tired, sad, and hungry. Not depressed anymore, so that's good. So we're gonna go up here. Boris to bed. Marin, oh, this is his story. One day a kid brought an action figure with a broken arm. They made them from plastic that can't be glued, and there are no spare parts, all on purpose to sell more new toys, but I fixed it anyway and gave it back to the boy. Oh, how happy he was. Later, after everything went to hell, I found his toy in the street, and I knew he wouldn't part with it for his life. It's a sad story. Marin is very hungry, so we are going to take him down and get him some food there. We have armchairs, but we lack chairs. So I guess they would like some normal chairs to have. I guess the armchairs aren't the only ones that do. So maybe we'll build just a couple normal chairs up high somewhere. Maybe they can, yeah, like just up with this other chair. That's fine. We'll get Bruno some food and we'll send him to build a chair as well. It'll cost a little extra just to have him do it, but saves us a little bit of time. And Bruno is tired, so we will send him to bed here at some point. We can do there. We can do over here. You know, I kind of like there. That works. There we got that set to build, so send him to bed. Akadi is just hungry. That's really it. So we'll just go down and build up some chairs. And that should... We got armchairs and a chair. Well, we're about to have and a chairs. Good English right there, I know. We're still waiting on our food there on the right. Those are still farming up, so that's okay. We have chairs, armchairs, we have beds, and we sleep in decent conditions if someone gets sick or wounded. They have a place to rest. We have a radio. We like listening to it. Good that we have a guitar. This simple instrument cheers us up in these hard times. We're glad we have many books. Reading helps forget the horrors of war. Staying here provides some comfort in these hard times. We consume 6 cigarettes, 2 cups of coffee a day, which is not too bad. And so we're going to put a filter in here, and I'm just going to take 1 second to just do something. Just be 1 moment. Right, so there we go. We'll go put a filter downstairs, which is just over here, and we can do that. Really focus on loading up some water. And we haven't seen anybody come back by today, so no trader today. So I'm gonna guess that we'll have a trader tomorrow. Oh, I just exited that. Hopefully that didn't just use the filter. It did not. Yeah, no trader today. Doesn't seem like it. So maybe somebody's gonna come in the afternoon, although we had the militia yesterday. So you never know. What can we do here? We can make that. We can make medications. Now, I think I will do that, just to load up on meds. That's going to be pretty handy. And so I think nothing else is going on. We are going to skip to the night. Boris is going to scavenge. Bruno is going to guard. Martin's going to sleep. Claudia's going to sleep. And we're going to go up here. I think to the shelled school. School is damaged by mortar shells. No classes held for a long time. Recently, a group of rebel militiamen moved in, so that could be dangerous. They might be willing to trade with us. So, if I'm going to try to go through here without attacking, I will take something with just to defend us on the safe side. So I'm just going to take a second. Okay, there we are. So we are going to take something with. I think we'll just take a knife. As long as we stay hidden, those seem pretty OP. And if we can trade, I mean, we're not going to try to go kill anybody. But if we have to, we have to. It's kind of the unfortunate bit. And we'll go see what we can find. I heard they had classes when the shelling started. Poor kids. And so we'll look through here. This room looks quiet. This is where we'll store our supplies, so we won't take everything out of here. Nice. Some parts and weapon parts there. It's okay. It wouldn't be right, we're not bandits. So that door is locked. Remember, we are to protect people, not harm them. So those people look to be good. We aren't going to steal anything. This guy, stop. This school is held by Venetia militia. We can trade. Okay, we can trade. What? Do you want to trade? You can back our paws and profit at the same time. So they do have some parts, which we'll come back for. A little bit of coffee. So we will see, but we're just going to go up here and see what we can find that's not something to steal. We're not going to steal from these guys. Because these would have been the people that came to our house, or came to our place, and whatnot. So there's a lot of propaganda leaflets. On one of them there is a symbol of a plane and a message. Do not approach international aid drops. It may be dangerous. Report all drops to the nearest militia outpost. So that would be, I guess, these guys. These guys would be the militia outpost. And so this is a dig. This guy's running up here. This is our place to leave. So he's not happy with us. So we can leave here. He's got a gun out. We're just gonna leave now, last warning. So we're gonna leave. Don't try this again. I guess he's not happy that we dug up some stuff. I need some rest. So that's okay. I'll just go here. Now we know what's here. There's a possible trade here. Oops. I will leave one piece of wood there for if we come back. Not a ton there, it seems. So that's okay. But the trade is a nice option, and we didn't cause enemies with them right away. So some really good haul. Look what I got. So we did get some more supplies, which is all right. Boris is very hungry. That's okay. I think Boris and Kadia, yeah. I would imagine today is our day for the trader. We haven't seen him in 3 days now. We haven't seen him since the start of this episode, I know that. So it would have been maybe the day before or something that he was here, so I fully expect him today. Even if it's not today, it has to be tomorrow, right? I don't know if it has like a certain day that it comes or not, but it seems like the average is like 3 days or so. So Boris has done that. We do have some food upstairs, so that's actually nice. We'll send Bruno over, who's tired, so we'll just get him to do this. I'm okay trading the one food out for two and not using the fertilizer. I feel like the fertilizer is good for farming up the vegetables, which save us food as well, so I think that kind of works out better. So I'm just going to keep doing that. And that looks to be our trader fellow, 9 o'clock. Here we go, something we'll like. I'm sure we have lots that we can trade for things. What do you got for parts? You got a lot in here. So, interesting. If we can find a skilled forger, I wonder what we could do with that. Very generous, yeah. We're not that generous. But we're gonna see. That's what gets the deal done for that. That's okay. I don't mind trading away a couple bandages. We do have quite a bit, so that's okay. I will do a medication here, and we can get a deal done here for those supplies, so that works out. And maybe we'll trade a can of food for that. And is there something else small that he might want? Like, maybe I can just throw him a book or two? Yeah, 2 books seems to do it. And then you can have it for almost nothing, so we'll just take a cigarette. Oh, no. There. We just want to maximize everything we're getting. The tobacco, you know, I think, let's see what we can do to get the 8 tobacco, because we can roll that into a lot. Does a medication really get that done? No, medication and some cigarettes. Medication and 5 cigarettes gets 8 tobacco. Let's see what we can make with the 8 tobacco. And we can get 1 coffee with it. There's a shortage, so I'll take that. That's good for today. We got quite a bit of stuff there, so I'm happy with that. We can get Marin downstairs, maybe get him to start some crafting things and get Kadia to help with that. We need food. We do have 13 pots of food there, so we are doing okay on food. And so with 8 hours, we can make 32 cigarettes. So we're going to start that with Marin and check the radio. It is down to 16 degrees, so it has started to cool off there. Just a little bit. Which is a little worrying, just because that probably means we're starting to get closer to those cold temps. And we can grow 8 vegetables, so we'll start that as well. And as soon as Marin's done here, I'm going to get him to make some more filters for the water, because we do need to keep up on the water, especially if we're making or growing vegetables for food, which we have a really good supply of there. That's like 14 more pots. Plus the 13 we get there, we'll have 27 pots of food. So we're really good on food for a while, and I hope to keep it that way, plus the cans, plus whatever we can farm upstairs. So it's purely just a point of continuing the farming, continuing to do these little things here, like make filters, and do that to load up. So while those get crafted and everybody's sleeping, we'll skip on to the next night. Kind of pumping through the days. Some tools, huge amount of meds. There's a lot of stuff there, but we're going to continue on. There is no possible trade here. The military control over the area. We could scavenge whatever the rebels left behind, but there's a risk of encountering military patrols. Well, let's give it a shot. Let's put Bruno on guard. Marin and Kadia to sleep. Kind of similar to what we've done. And we are going to take the knife with us. I don't want to take a gun because I don't want to bring a lot of noise with us, but it may be with the risk of that we're going to take the vest with us too, and then they can have the helmets home, and we'll just see what we can scavenge. I probably should have brought some lockpicks. That's the other thing, and I didn't, so we'll see here. Some wood here. That's okay. We're just going to take our time getting through here. We can go down to this room. I'll take this stuff. If we do have to leave in a hurry, at least we have some things. You can see through the floor there. There's a lot of points where we can see through things. There looks to be a way over there. Footsteps up above. So we'll take that stuff. What are these guys saying? We'll get him from both sides. Yes, move now. That door's boarded up from the other side. So we have to go over here to do this. So we'll collect that stuff. Hopefully they're not talking about us. Hopefully they didn't hear us. Is kind of my hope. Got some nice supplies there. We are finding good stuff. There's a note here. A torn flyer entitled Proclamation reads, "Here in our ancient capital, Viceni are at home and no longer abide the oppression. Republic of Vicenia, with its capital Progrin and within borders according to the treaty of fuck all your treaties and proclamations." So some strong feelings. Which is okay. So we're just here for supplies. So we're just gonna get our supplies. Just like this. This is a lot of filters here that we can get. I think I'm not going to go any deeper into the building. I'm just going to try to go back. And I'm going to see where those two military guys went. So we know this one door over here is boarded up. So we're just going to take our time. Walk through. Not hearing any footsteps, but we have a very big building. So any supplies that we can get back here at this entrance point now helps so much later. And it's looking like we will be coming back here for a few nights. And depending how our guys feel, maybe even taking out the military. I don't know what their exact thoughts on the military are. We can't go up here at all. No, we can't. We have to go up the ladder, go across. We know the door to our left is boarded. So over to this side we go. You just gotta be careful with how slow Boris is, because I'm sure the military is quicker. We're just gonna be cautious. That's all. That's what we're doing. And I'm sure we're gonna be back here. Is there anything here to the left? We can go through here. There is like a hide spot here, and that's just a jump down. So that's okay. We can't go up anywhere here. Nope. But we can over here. We can get up pretty far here, actually. Looks like we can go across to here and then go up. So we're going to check out this floor, and then we're probably going to head on back. We're seeing footsteps. Oh, soldiers run. So that guy got shot right away. And there is a soldier. Oh, he's right here. We're dipping. What's he up to up here? I better wait here. Die, bastard. Yeah, not getting us. So they are trying to get us. We do not have a hiding spot here. That guy is going up there. Wonder if he's coming this way or is he going that way? He'll guard that area, so we're gonna have to go up here. Probably tank a shot. We're gonna go over here. Let's head back. It's 3. So, interesting spot. Military, they seem to set up and get ready to plan out attacks. So we will be very, very, very cautious of that. We're going to take back a lot of supplies, I think. We're going to leave the knife and the military vest here. So we're going to come back. It just allows us to take a few more things with us heading home. Mostly just these components and a little bit of wood. much wood that we're gonna need for the winter. So pretty simple there. And we're on to the next day, which is day 28 here, I believe. Yeah. So we're 3 days in. We got some good supplies. We're going to go back, perhaps with somebody. We were raided last night. Someone tried to rob us. The attackers were very aggressive, so that is a new one. We managed to fend them off, thankfully. We were all armed. None of us were wounded. They didn't steal anything. We used 8 bullets, which is a lot. And Claudia is starting to feel a bit unwell. So we don't like that. I could go ahead, and we are down to 15 degrees as well, so it is slowly cooling off. Marin's very hungry. We're going to take him down for some food. Bruno's very hungry and tired, so we'll get him food, get him to bed. Yeah, Marin was just hungry. So we'll send Bruno to bed. Claudia is slightly sick, which I'm guessing with the weather starting to get very little bit cooler. I wonder if there's anything on the radio about that with us. See, they still say nice weather here. Nice warm sunny day. It probably is, but it doesn't appreciate the little things, so go outside and enjoy the weather. So we're just going to be a little cautious. There we go. And Claudia, you know, we're going to need her a lot. She is very important to our trading, so we're going to give her some herbal meds. We have 5. We're okay. So yeah, we're just going to give her that, which gets her on meds. We'll put a filter in, and the same thing with Marin. I'll get him to do a filter over here. That'll help farm us up some water. And then we're going to send Claudia to the other bed upstairs to mend her sickness here. That very much hurts our trading if she gets too sick here. So she's on meds, she's recovering. That's okay. So we are down to just Marin for now. We don't have any saw blades, so we're gonna make 3. We're gonna need them. And we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do here for those military guys, because yeah, I want to clear that place out. I don't know how these guys feel on taking down the military, but there's a lot of things in that building. And with the winter approaching, we want items, so we will see. We do have meds, bandages. As long as we get out of there and survive, we have the things to heal. We'll make, we'll make 2 more bandages here so we have them. That'll be, we'll have 4 of everything, medically, so that's fine. Boris is back. We need to be on guard. We're afraid these bandits are just testing our defenses. I'm sure they are, and we're okay. We lack coffee. We still have 31 bullets. So we're okay there. Everybody's getting their rest in now. Oh, did that. Claudia is still in bed. She's just resting up. Boris is still sad. Another good deed maybe should do that. If somebody comes by, we can go help somebody, and that will take care of that and rid the sadness. I'd like to see these guys content again. Can make 5 bullets. I think we'll wait. And yeah, let's skip through this day. So we'll go back to the construction site. Same thing, we're going to send Boris back. Marn on guard tonight, maybe. And the other two, we're definitely going to have Claudia in bed. We'll have Marn on guard and Bruno asleep, maybe. Actually, you know what? We're actually going to switch that Bruno on guard. And we'll go back here. And let's... Right, we actually, you know what? I don't have to take anything because in that first storage spot, I have the knife and the body armor. We just have to take them out right. So we're going to get that stuff right away. And we're going to run on. And we know we're partway through this building already, so if we can move on and get to the rest of the building, then that'll be all right. There's the note there. We already read the note. We just have to get to these military guys before they know we're here, really. If we can sneak in a quick takedown beforehand, then I would be pretty happy with that. That's just a drop down. So up we go. And up we go again, and this is where it gets dangerous, is up here. This was the spot that we seen them. We're gonna have some extra vision on. We can hide here. Take all of those supplies, and we're gonna sneak along here. That made a little bit of noise. And there's nobody in this room. So where are these people at? Is my question. Food, yep. What's this? Lock. Okay. Nobody out here. So, where are they? What are they doing? Go up here. We're very high in the building here. I don't see any footsteps. I don't even see anybody. Did they just leave after the first day there? Nobody through here? Can't see. Nobody through here. Nobody through here. So how do we get up to that very top? Not through here. Must be this side. Off this barrel, maybe? Yeah, it is. It takes a long time. There is a grate here, so we will have to come back with a saw blade. It looks like. Okay. So we'll keep moving here. No military. Did they... They must have moved out, because it's gotten real quiet here. Like, even over here, like, where they were, they just left their stuff. Which is really weird. Maybe I should have stayed the previous night and tried to clear up some supplies. Don't see any footsteps. A lot of good supplies. We can unboard this door now, which can speed up our travel through here. We can just go straight up all these stairs, so we'll do that. But yeah, nobody here. Danger cleared out, so we're just gonna head back. Not gonna worry about going back for more. It's It's a long building, and Boris is pretty slow, so we're just gonna run off. Probably with what we have, but I will check to see if there's anything I want to take back more of. Yeah, I think we're just going back with what we got. Perfect, so we'll go to the exit. Start up the next day. Go. 29. He's happy with our haul, which that is good. Night was calm. Still at 15 degrees. We're approaching day 30. Boris is very hungry and tired. We'll get him food. And then we'll send him to bed. We'll probably be pretty quick this day. We're lucky it's not cold in here. So they are starting to talk about it being cold. Or, well, not cold, I guess. Claudia is very hungry, but she's no longer sick. So we have mended her feeling unwell. Well, if we get rid of mine now, that would be great. She'd probably hear with my voice. Not the best. But we'll send Bruno to bed. And Katya is doing that, so we'll send her for some food. So all that food that we cooked is just, it's saved us time here, and our food here is done now, so we're rebuilding everything we have. There's 16 meals downstairs between when we cook it for 2, so that is lovely. So we just keep farming up food the way we're doing it here, and that'll work out. So we have our trader fellow here at the door. That's actually pretty quick for him to come back, I thought, but we'll see what he's got to trade, what we can trade. A whole lot of parts here that we can use for sure. We could pretty much just clear him out on supplies here. He won't do that. Try better. We have a deal there. Let's see what we can do to get those. We'll just trade some cigarettes. That does the deal. Perfect. And we'll see what we can do to get the rest of this stuff. That's mostly good stuff. You gotta be kidding me, he says. Won't do, try harder. There's our deal. So we're doing pretty well here. We've gotten the wood. We'll take the filters. We're gonna take a lot of stuff, really. Like, we're gonna take the coffee. We want coffee. There. That gives us a deal. Anything that says we can have it for almost anything, and we can get 1 extra smoke that way. That's all we're doing for trades today. That is lovely. That gives us a ton of components, a ton of wood. We're building up our parts. Water's low. We need electric parts. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay on parts. We'll check the radio again, just to see, make sure. Recent shortages. People are scouring the streets, this is new, and abandoned houses for anything that can be eaten, burned, or traded. If aid doesn't reach the city soon, the situation will become dire. Well, we're doing okay on pretty much all those things. I don't think I checked the weather channel there, did I? Which is back here. Yeah, still a nice warm day. Okay. So, Boris is asleep, Bruno's asleep. Let's go ahead and build the 4th heater, just to be safe. I believe that's all we're gonna need is these 4 I'll upgrade another one between now and when temps start getting cold. And I think we'll try to keep it close to like this 15-degree kind of warm mark so that they're not cold. And that can help keep them from getting sick. Go. So that's our heaters. And anything in here that we can build. We can build more weapons and stuff. We don't need it. We got a lot of stuff, right? So we're doing all right. We're gonna build filters. That we're gonna do. Because we do need to get those up before the winter, and we're just gonna wait till 1 o'clock to see if anybody is coming by for the afternoon. We did already have the trader, but just want to make sure nobody else is coming. It looks to be pretty quiet, so we're gonna skip on this day, get into the night, and mosey on. We're gonna go back to the construction site with Boris. We're gonna go with Boris again. Bruno on guard. The others asleep. Construction site. This time we're gonna take the saw blade and a lockpick along with our knife. And actually, we didn't take our knife this time. We actually took it home, and I didn't bring it back. So that is a slight problem if the military is still here. I know they had taken off what it looked like there the night prior, but they may have come back. I'm hoping they didn't, is the hope. I don't see any footsteps, so maybe it's just that first night they're here for, and then they run off. I didn't fully explore, I don't think, that right side either. Like, fully clear it out. So, there is a possible chance. But I don't see footsteps, so I think we're okay. So now we got our saw blade, we can do this. I'd imagine there's some goodies up here that we can have a little look through. It's a little hiding spot. And then, well, at least one search. I'm assuming the other one's a search too. So food. That all works. What's this one? Medications. Boom, one of each. That's nice. That's gonna work well for trades. Perfect. That's the kind of things that we come for. We'll drop down here. Doesn't look to be anything over there. Go through this door. And we'll work down. So we're clearing this out pretty well. Nothing there. Can't even go over to that side of the building from here, so that's okay, but I believe we can from this floor. Ah, lockpick. That's why we brought the lockpick right there. Hopefully some good stuff in here. A weapon would be real nice if we did find... Hey, look at that, just as I was saying. And a broken helmet. That we will repair and have a base. Yeah, here we go. If we do run into anything. But it looks cleared out, so... We know there's nothing on that level. This level there's nothing. Did we check the bottom here? I think we did. So yeah, it's just cleaning up then. Perfect. Works with me. So, mostly scavenge this place out. And then we can get on to the next. That actually wasn't too bad of a place to go. Not too crazy dangerous either. I mean, a little bit, but not too bad. Okay, we can't go down there, but we can down this ladder. So I guess we'll just head back. There's not too much here. We'll head back and call it a night here. I don't think there's anything in there we want to take back with us. We got some pretty good stuff. So that'll build up our supplies. We are getting close to winter. It's approaching. So we just have to, we got to watch out for that. The hall. And the night was calm. So that is all good, but this is where we're going to leave this episode off. We've made it to day 30. Thank you so much for watching and checking out the episode. I hope that you enjoyed and are liking this playthrough so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it. We're seeing a lot of different things, at least that I've never seen before. So we're just going to continue off. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.